All right, we are on to the Yorkshire Gilt offering. This would be 489, 490, and 491 of the Plat offering. Two different litters here. We're going to start with 489. This is 66-4. She is sired by Knockout. Would be the Kilmer boar, littermate to Fight Club, littermate to Brantley's Gilt that won the National Junior Show, the Heggie Gilt, and the Rotoball Gilt out of that tremendous litter. Really like what Knockout's doing for us. Recently sired the fourth overall Yorkshire Gilt there at Expo last week, and really on a tear in terms of the right maturity pattern. Mother would be a Dominator Gilt that Caldwell showed in 2019. She was Champion York Reserve Grand overall. Done a nice job for us laying in some females, and sure like this pair of 66 gilts for the long haul. Breeding gilt, market gilts, you can kind of manipulate them and show them how you need. 66-4, 489 is on the whip. We think this gilt is a little bigger in her type and kind, but still reads with some stoutness of features. She starts at her head, has a good back shape working in her. One that levels up plenty good enough on the side, and we think if you want to feed her hard for a breeding gilt at North American or Kansas City, or you want to make her a market hog, she's got the shape and muscle to do that. Feed them how you like them, and I think will make a tremendous sow when it's said and done. Have a little resale value at the same time. 490 is going to be next. This is 66-5. This would be a littermate to the one we just talked about, and out of that good Caldwell Thompson Brothers gilt, and another gilt that offers some balance and look from the side. Maybe not as much there today in terms of muscle pattern, but for the big ring, we think this gilt will be awfully good. She reads like a tremendous kind of a breeding gilt if you're talking about Arizona National, Western Regional. You're talking about Louisville, Kansas City. Not going to be the oldest, but one that does have has a great look from the side, and one that balances up really good in terms of feet and legs. Proportions are good, and the kind of Yorkshire gilts that we get along with at the end, because she looks like a female, still has enough of everything in a square package. Heaviness of structure, and a sow line on both ends. The Kilmer and Thompson matching up there worked out extremely well. 491 is next. This is 68-5. This is also a knockout, the Kilmer boar. Mother's a kingpin sow. We bought a group of gilts from George Watson in Kentucky. Would have been last summer, and this gilt here would be out of that group. The mother, this gilt is a little bit smaller, but I think another one that very similar to the gilt we just talked about. She reads as a potential market hog for Kansas City, but she probably looks more like a breeding gilt to us in terms of a feminine made, a good-looking gilt, incredible about her pastern set, and still green enough about her maturity, but opens up square coming and going. We think another gilt that'll make a tremendous kind of a big ring show gilt if you want to talk about showing her this winter, this fall, whatever you want to do. A sound-footed kind of a gilt. She'll jackpot good, but be a really good big one down the way.